Hi everyone. Today is more of a mental, emotional um, development, growth, coaching video. Tune in to the 4 types of people that you should ideally avoid for living your best life. See you in the video. Today is more of a mindset, emotional balance, and these are the type of people that you may wish to avoid, and I'm going to give you the reasons. But I really feel strongly about this because it will help you to have empathy from afar and to prioritize yourself. Where does this come from? It comes from a person who was overgiving, and I still am. But then, and having too much empathy as a spiritual coach as well as an empath, my empathy can be more than the norm. And so you forget to prioritize yourself. Not prioritizing yourself in life is not ideal, is not the right wording. There's so many words for it. It's going against yourself. It's not giving yourself validation. It's not recognizing yourself. People are selfish or continue to take. Recognizing prioritizing yourself is different from being selfish, by the way. We're talking about not burning yourself out, not overgiving, not pouring your cup empty all the time without filling your cup. We're essentially talking around boundaries as well. So these are things that I've had to learn and continue to learn. I think we're a student of life no matter what age we are, and we're always learning stuff. So it can be hard to do this, but you must prioritize your own well-being. It's not about labeling anyone toxic or bad or low vibing or toxic person, but rather understanding and having boundaries. Boundaries that speak to you, that protect you. Remember, I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm talking about making sure you're not leaving yourself at empty all the time. Just like your phone needs charging, you need charging. And you can't give, if it's empty, like your phone, it just switches off. Like, I'm done. I need charge. You need to charge me. I'm switching off. I've switched off. You need to charge me. Exactly the same with what you need to do. But don't reach that end thing. How many times do we see the battery low and we charge the phone? We don't allow it to die. Same for yourself. Don't let your cup empty out. There is no right or wrong. You have to decide for yourself what your boundaries are. The major challenge comes when it's people that you dearly love. And while it's sad and a big loss, it's not uncommon that people we love also hurt us the most. And by hurting us the most, they impact our lives the most. They trigger probably the deepest depression, the darkest night of the soul, and other triggers of unhealed trauma, etc., etc. At some point, you'll be faced with a decision. You will either be asked to prioritize those relationships and manage the feelings that arise, or disengage. And this is where it took me a long time, but I realized. So I realized after always being burnt out, I'd get ill. It was just about to the point where I would drop everything for the people I loved. But if it was me in that position, I wouldn't drop everything. What is that about? And honestly, I can say I didn't see the return. I didn't see those people dropping everything or ever thinking I wish this pain upon me because I can't see this person suffering. Yeah, I was doing that. Can you see how you need boundaries? If we all look after ourselves and prioritize ourselves, but keep an open heart and loving heart to those that we love, it's a give and take. It's a healthy relationship, no matter if it's your partner, no matter if it's friends, work, help, family members, whoever it is. So let's dive deeper into 4. I was going to give 4 or 3. I've got 4. 1 would be first around love. Avoid unavailable partners, because honestly, it's flat out hurts and it keeps you stuck. It questions your worthiness. Not only is it a literal waste of time, but it prevents you from finding someone who will actually care, express interest and follow through, and actually value and recognize you. So unavoidable partners. And if you are latching onto them, there's a reason you're latching onto them. And if you're having this trouble, I do coach around this because it's to do with your self-image. And we set goals around that because through consultation, I identify where you may have issues or you need coaching to live your best life. Back to the point, number 1, avoid unavailable partners. Number 2, this is a difficult one because there's so many different generations and so many of us believe in different stuff. And I can honestly say until the recent virus that happened, 2019, 20, tiny bit, 21, mental health wasn't as big as it is. Self-healing, self-awareness wasn't as big as it is. We were starting to enter into it, but not as big, especially in different jurisdictions, different cultures. What I mean by that is, and also different genders. For example, masculine male energy brought up in a Arab, Asian, certain generation, maybe not the newer generation, may not have the support, but also may not feel they have the space to explore their mental health, self-exploration, obtain health, and express. That's just a simple example. And it can be also across the UK, America, Africa, the diverse cultures, the diverse upbringings, the diverse beliefs. And also, I can say it for myself, if you are the member of the family, whether you're female or male, seen as the stronger party because, I don't know, you're not expressive as the other, for example, siblings or sibling or whoever's around you, but you're a female, you tend to get left alone, like, yeah, she'll be okay. I need to focus on this one because this one's always falling apart. Actually, everyone goes through shit and everyone falls apart. So one might be less expressive. It doesn't mean you don't provide support or you feel that person's going to be okay. So number 2 is avoid people who have no interest in self-exploration, self-growth, self-help, or their mental and emotional health. Because through those awareness, you become a better version of yourself. You understand people go through up and down in their life, and you operate less from a selfish ego point of view. You see life in many different forms. And whether you can relate to the person or not, you're like, this person's on their life journey. They're going through crap right now. I've been through so much, but I can honor that. But if this person who's going through a bit of crap is like, I hate the world, blah, 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 and just actually lashing out their hate, they don't want to explore, they don't want to obtain self-help or look into what's really needed to help themselves as well as obtain health, they're likely not going to be there to support them. But if they're always taking from you, it's really hard to establish and relate to a genuine connection, let alone feel safe with people that have not sort of tried to understand themselves, are self-aware, obtaining self-help, trying to understand their mental health, exploration. Number 3, avoid people who are unsupportive, judgmental, overcritical. It's actually just cruel behavior when people are like that. And often they're operating from some form of hurt, a lack of awareness. But there can be people, I don't like the word toxic, that know what they're doing. But because they don't feel good about themselves, they're judgmental, they're unsupportive, they're overcritical. Sometimes it can also be, if they've had, going back some generations, if your parents have not been in mental health, because it's very new. So you're brought up being judged, you've got to be perfect, you've got to be this, you've got to be that. It can lead all the way back to the way somebody's been brought up. But that's not your place to give that person that excuse to judge you negatively, over criticize you, be unsupportive, and damn right knock your confidence, your self-esteem, your worthiness, where you suddenly start vibing very low and feel like you are not worthy of whatever goal, whatever day, whatever thing you want to do. There will be plenty of people who can support and affirm you. Another key one is people that are not willing to take care of themselves and are unwilling to get help. It's hard to say it when you're depressed, it's hard. But at some stage you need to try and help yourself. Someone needs to try and help themselves and be accountable for their own well-being if they're an adult. If you focus on your own personal growth and your own well-being, so you can be a better friend, a better partner, a better wife, a better husband, a better brother, a better sister, a better mum, better daughter, a better father, etc. for the people around you, then why can't other people do that as well? If someone's unable to do the same and compromising your peace of mind, it will develop resentment and disengagement, and it will have a knock-off effect on you, which is not very healthy. So these are my top 4. I like to keep it straight to the point. So if you like this kind of video, give it a like and a thumbs up and tell me, Zain, I want to see more of these videos. You'll find them under the playlist of mindset and mental health, because it's to do with mindset, emotional, mental health. These things also impact all through our life, whatever we're trying to achieve, whether it's work life, whether it's home life, whether it's your physical, whether it's your mental, your emotional. Everything ties in together, and that's how I coach. So do let me know what you thought about this. If you liked and had some takeaways, I do hope you follow through. If you're the type of person that feels guilty about the, sort of not emptying your cup and giving everyone the water in your cup, these are key for you. Take care of yourselves. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. morning, afternoon, or evening. See you in the next video. Bye for now.